Steve. Thank you for your comment. Genuinely, from the bottom of my soul to the top of my heart, thank you. Because what you're doing here is helping to prove my case. And you are a big part of this. And I am so grateful that you chose to make a comment on my post so that I could take this further for a deeper conversation. The point to my post was what I saw on the news that morning. I live an hour away from Portland. I drive up there all the time, and if you had read my post, you would have known that. I drive there all the time because I love it up there. Genuinely love it. No, I don't engage with all of the activities and the shenanigans because I'm more mature than that. I choose on a daily basis to allow my curiosity to seek understanding. And on that day, I watched the news and I watched the horrible things that were being shared about Portland in that area at the ICE building itself. So that morning, I got a wild hair up my ass and I went because if anything, I wanted to be a part of it and I wanted to sit down and play my handpan and at least be a part of something to bring peace. Because also, if you follow my content, you will recognize that I am a peace bringer, a harmonizer. I mean no harm. I mean no ill will. I don't care for it. But what I also understand, Steve, is that you have been sold on a narrative and you have bought in so much that anything that goes against that narrative, you are going to do everything in your power to protect and tear down, which in your post is clear evidence of. And that, Steve, that breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that we are both adults and you chose to be defensive instead of asking questions. You chose to make clear statements instead of asking, how did I come to this moment in time? And if you actually asked any questions, you would know that it was 4 hours in total up there, but I spent 2 of those hours roaming the entire downtown Portland, and I have lots and lots of documentation. What I have come to terms in my own belief system, in my own reality, and in my own conclusions from my findings on that particular day, there is a narrative being shared. And isn't it curious that of all the places in Oregon, and I've lived in many, Portland is the only one, and sometimes Eugene, that ever get talked really crappy about. Fun fact, Steve, go to Coke Hill, Oregon. Go to Powers, Oregon. Go to Myrtle Point, Oregon. Hell, go to Coos Bay, Oregon. And I guarantee you will find 10 times worse activity in those 4 places I just mentioned than you will up in Portland. And the reason it seems so big in Portland is because that's all you hear about. Because there is a narrative being pushed on you and you're buying in. Every time you listen to the news, every time you make a decision, yep, I believe that. You just spent your personal currency, your energy, your emotional energy on a narrative that you don't even know if it's true. Now, I'm not saying what's happening isn't happening. I know there's shit happening. I never claimed that in my post, but isn't it funny how you got so defensive and decided that that's what I was making a statement for the whole experience? Why didn't you ask me questions, Steve? From what I've seen in your profile, you look like a grown adult. And you proved my point that we are being sold a narrative. And some of you who do not ask questions are buying it up. And you are causing harm to others with no reason behind it, other than they said something and I believe it. Sweetheart, you gave your power away, and that hurts my heart for you because you are more powerful than that. I don't come here to cause rifts. I don't come here to cause chaos. If anything, my entire life has been chaos. I know what some of that shit up in Portland is like. I know what it's like, but you didn't ask. You didn't ask where I'm coming from. I don't even know if you live in Oregon. Do you live in Oregon, Steve? If you do and you live in the Portland area, then yes, I will sit and I will listen. But if you live out of state, you live out of town, and you are making judgment calls, you are part of the problem. Allow your curiosity to fuel you. Get in your car, get on a plane, get on your bike and go to the place that has curiosity wrapped around it, because it doesn't make sense. And if you sit back and you just observe for 2 minutes of your life without any judgment and any feeling tied to it, just sit and observe. Isn't it curious how it's so divided? And I could go on for days, and I'm not here to cause problems, but I am absolutely 100% unapologetically. I am here to make you ask questions. Now, granted, I can't force you to do anything, but I can put out the energy that has you curious. Why did she talk back? Why didn't she get more mad? Why this? Why that? Whatever's going on in your head, I helped create that. You're welcome. May you have the best blessed day, whatever that needs to look like for you. And just know, I really do have your back as an individual, as a soul. I just choose not to buy in to a narrative that doesn't belong to me. Have the best day.